also an executive committee member of Solvent Extractor Association of India. He is a motivational and a technical speaker and has delivered over 25 years of experience in different industries and has worked in fresh fruit export unit of ACC for 3 years, 8 years in Coke quality system function. His specialties include food laws, FSMS and HACCP. He is a trainer for FSSAI and FDA and has supported over 150 food startups. He has also represented India 5 times for Codex meetings. He was also a part of PMO visits in 2015 to Tajikistan. Apart from all that, he has published over 50 articles, 6 technical books, 3 books chapters, and 5 motivational books. Thank you, sir, for joining us today and having this session with us. Kindly
Can
begin
you
with
see the screen?
yeah, and tell us your views about food processing sector.
Yeah, hi, thank you. And I really thanks to the NIFTEM team. And can you tell me how many from NIFTEM and how many from others?
Sir, there are about 30 students from NIFTEM.
And total?
Total, we have 60 students.
Okay, total is 60. So people will be joining, or what is the, because registration is more, no?
Yeah, more students will be joining very soon.
Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see.
Oh, great. So we will cover the session in 45 minutes and after that 15 minutes question answer. Is okay?
Yeah, that would be fine. I would request all the attendees to keep themselves muted during the session, and if you have any queries, put them in the chat box.
Okay, great. Okay, friends, I wanted to actually address the students because I believe that students are the one who will be making a future for the India, and you must be having a lot of questions in your mind. And for that, I thought that when the request came from NIFTEM, I said definitely, and that's why I am actually delighted to connect with you. What we will be covering? 4 topics, so it is a 90 minutes, but we will be covering in 60 minutes. The food industry, and I will focus more on the startups and students. First, I would like to thanks to all the doctors, nursing staff, health sanitizer workers, police staff, government staff, essential service providers like food industry, and all the other those who are working tirelessly for all of us. So we should be proud of them, and we also should be feel proud that because of them we are in the safe hand. Friends, if you see the 2 picture of the world today, in January the entire world was in the absolutely normal, and today if you see the map of the world, it is completely red. What has happened in these 3 months? February, March, April. What happened in these 3 months? एक वायरस ने दुनिया की लगा दी है. Absolutely in one. Nobody would have thought when we enjoyed our new year. Many people might have planned that I will give this exam, I will go to this hill station, I will go to this tour, and all the entire world is locked up today. This kind of pandemic, is this first time to India or the world? Answer is no. There are many pandemic which has happened actually in last so many years. To give the few names, the Asian flu, the flu pandemic in Hong Kong, and the number of patients which got killed because of this pandemic are in million. And so when we compare how many are because of the corona and how many actually died because of earlier one, so there are incidents which has happened in the past. But yes, for sure, corona is the once in a 100-year kind of pandemic, and after 100 of years, this kind of pandemic has happened to the world. Every time such issue comes to the world comes out with the new jail, new life and some innovations. So we have to take a positive note from this issue. Friends, we all are in the food industry and your career is depending on the food industry directly. If the food will grow naturally, your career will flourish. Most important part, as per Maslow's, the need of hierarchy. The basic need is a physiological need, which includes shelter, clothing, and food. And now the need is also part of the necessity. But the food is the most necessity item. So if you have any doubt what will happen to my career, where I will get a job, companies will come, don't worry. If anything positive has to happen after COVID, that will happen to the food and drug industry, and you are a part of the food industry because your career is linked to the food industry, and there is going to be the big scope for food industry. APJ Abdul Kalam has said the India will be the world power by 2020. That was his in the vision 2020. However, though we are in 2020, but yes, it is going to be the true because our production on the various aspect is very high, and we are self-reliant, self-sufficient in most of the products. Friends, your background might be from the agriculture or may not be from agriculture, but your relatives might be agriculturist. I am from agriculture family, and I always see that when there is a farmer, if farmer is having some kind of problem, the value addition only can be done through the food processing, value addition, waste utilization, and good marketing. So food processing, food technology can play a very important role to bring the farmer's dignity back. If you see in in the last 4 weeks, 8 weeks, what has happened? In last 8 weeks, all the flights are stopped, all the trains are stopped, hotels are closed, cinema halls are closed. 95 to 97% of the population is locked up in the home. Never happened like this kind of scenario. Same time, most of the people are working from home. We are doing the e-meeting, webinars. There is no domestic help. Today, everybody is working for themselves. Social distancing is a new mantra. Hygiene is a new normal. And this is the way forward, and it is going to be like that. But we have shifted to healthy habits and healthy food by nature. So these are the things which are happening, and we need to accept those. Students, you might be under tension, but let me tell you, every problem comes with its own opportunity. If one window is closed, the door may get open. If the door is closed, the window will get open. Because nature will never take something if they don't have a plan to give back. Nature is not like a human being who only knows to take. Nature is something we always take something and gives 10 times better.
क्या तुम्हारी टीम कॉपी पेस्ट नहीं करेगी अगर इतना सच में वो एक भी वर्ड मुझे कॉपी वाला
You must be aware.
ऐसा होगा
In the word number 1, word number 2.
और हमने क्या बोला है
In the word number 1, 1 crore people died. In the word number 2, 6 crore people died.
थोड़ा सा और अच्छा बढ़ा के देते हैं डायग्राम.
Can you keep it on the mute, please? Whoever is making a noise, please keep it on the mute. Okay. In both the word, if you see, in the both the word, in spite of so many deaths, but most of the innovation which has happened is in the word. In the word for number 1, in area of the food processing, first time the dip tea was very famous. Tea bags got introduced first time. Vegetarian soups, stainless steel. In World War Number Two, 1941 to 1945, penicillin innovation, photocopy, ball pen, ready to drink coffee, where we go Nescafe and the Barista and the Coffee Cafe, carbonated beverages like Coca-Cola in 5 seconds, processed food industry, canning industry came out as an outcome of World War Number Two. So what we learn from this, whenever there is a problem, innovation comes out of that. And I believe that in the COVID situation, a lot of minds are working, a lot of innovative product you will see in the coming days, next 1 or 2 years. I'm not able to scroll. How to do that? Can somebody help me? Okay. When it comes to the strength of India, you might be aware, India is number 2 on the aerated land. We have a diverse climatic zones. We can produce papita, tomato, apple, pineapple. To name the vegetable, we can actually produce. Large marketable surplus, raw material, process, good skill manpower. On the number 1 on various aspects like irrigated land, milk, pulses, tea. On the production side, every state is known for something. When it comes to the food processing, my friends, you have a fraternity from the same fraternity, and food processing is the area which covers the fruits, vegetable, dairy industry, marine industry, beer and alcohol, meat industry, grain processing, oil and fat, health supplement, consumer products. All together is growing plus 12% growth. No other industry is growing with this handsome growth. I always wonder, when such kind of innovation can happen in the other field, why not in the area of food processing? Take the example of WhatsApp, 3 billion users per day, no server. Apple, sales of 200 million devices, but no factory. Amazon, most valuable retailer, but no inventory. Oyo Room, the highest selling hotel rooms, but no hotel. And these are the innovations, these are the disruptive innovations we required in the food industry. I have a confidence, somebody from your college, as a student, you will make this disruptive, innovative and collaborative approach for winning innovation. Friends, there are two kind of industries, Group A and Group B. Group A is known for the quality, but they are no more existence. Pager, Nokia, Dukes, Codex films, Ambassador car. But the industry in the B group, Coke, Tata, Godrej, Nestle, Cadbury, they are over the years consistently progressing. What they are doing differently? I think they are doing something differently, which is they know the pulse of the consumer and they are consistently innovating themselves and meeting the challenges on year. When it comes to the food processing industry, 75% of the industry is in an unorganized sector. Out of that organized sector, 50% is unorganized, 42%, but in organized sector, there are small and medium scale which is contribute to 70%. So the problem is that unlike in the pharma sector, most of the companies are organized. In our food sector, we get 75% is unorganized, and out of that organized one, still 70% are small and medium scale. So only handful industries are in the big scale and organized. That's why our food technologist, the one of the problem is challenge is job, because 70% of the sector is unorganized and small sector which cannot give the job potential. However, post COVID, the scenario will change. Food processing industry will receive maximum investment in area of R&D, in area of food processing, and there will be a good scenario for the job market and also in the startup. Why food processing industry will survive and why food processing industry is surviving? Because of many reasons. Number one is that urbanization is increasing, modern trade, modern lifestyle, health and hygiene, and spending on the food is now a new mantra. We want to spend more on the health and wellness rather than the drug. So these are the basic reasons why the food processing industry will survive. Friends, you are from NIFTEM. Most of the students are from NIFTEM and other food technology colleges, maybe from MIT, maybe from Prabodh. So, in India, as we are aware, 70% of the population is dependent on agriculture and food processing. If they contribute very little into the GDP, which is less than 20%. Now, this 70% of the population earn only 20% of the money in the GDP, and that's why the agriculture and agricultural extension are poor people. What is the solution? Solution is that value addition. If we increase this particular contribution of the agriculture by value adding, naturally we will be able to give back to the farmer, and only food technology, food processing can do. Everybody is aware that percent fruits vegetable processing in India is less than 10%, but I predict post COVID it will reach to 15 to 20% in next 2 years. US is processing 80%, which is very important to note that we will also increase this, and the food processing will have a good scope in coming days. Friends, under COVID condition, you must have seen that whenever you go to any retailer shop, the maximum people what today buying is only a food. Any industry which is now open is a food only, and all the people who are actually going to the shops for stocking the food, vegetable, ration or whatever, even if you consider mere 5,000 or 3,000 rupees a month is a spend on the per family, food processing spend per year is 15 to 20 lakhs rupees. Entire pharma sector is only 2 lakhs rupee, 2 lakhs crore, and our expense is 15 lakhs crore. So it is very important to know that food processing and the entire food per se, we are 20 lakhs crore, which is a 10 times to the pharma sector. Again, a problem is that we are unorganized 75%. That's why in the job market, having this big potential, these people are not recruiting food technologists. That is a big issue. But now it will change. It has to change. What are the trends which are happening? People are now preferring the food than the medicine. Food and nutrition goes hand to hand. High demand for traditional food. Friends, if you are working on your MTech thesis, any topic, please go into the traditional food. that is going to be the big chunk in coming days. Nutraceutical, Ayurvedic, herbal food, immunity boosting food is going to be the new mantra. Please take the photograph of this slide, very, very important slide. What are the new trends which are coming? This will show you in which area you need to do your research. If you want to do startup, if you want to do any your career, if this you are falling under this area, naturally you will have a good scope in coming few days. What are those? Safe and new packaging. You will see a lot of new packaging are coming in. Packaging industry will have a good scope because innovation will start flowing into the packaging area. Organic, natural, vegan, and basically the vegetable protein, those kind of product, you will see a lot of products are coming into the market. E-platform, Swiggy, Zomato kind of companies. Export will increase because the China will face a problem in export of the fruits, vegetable and food processing. India will gain out of China. Home cooked food will be the new requirement. Packaged versus loose. Functional food, nutraceutical, cut vegetable, immunity boosting and mental health food. Ready to eat, ready to cook, on the go food. Convenience will be the new mantra. And now in this last 40 days, we are so used to with buying the product online, this habit will not go now. The way you are washing your hand, sanitizers, use, that is a part of and parcel of your life now. Same way, you will keep ordering on the platforms like online platforms, and that will increase and penetrate to the consumption. As I said, if you are doing your research, please choose immunity as one of the topic because immunity food will have huge progress and prospects in future. Citrus fruit will have a huge demand. Pineapple, pumpkin seed, yogurt, wheatgrass, garlic, ginger, vegetable and turmeric and their products. So if you are a student, if you are choosing your research topic, please look at the immunity, mental health food, and that will be good for your career. Friends, in our home, there is a masala box, and that masala box is nothing but the nutraceutical box for your family, and it is from the ages. There is a story of King Nala in Mahabharata in Avanaparva, chapter number 53 it comes. And Nala was one of the best cook. Nala was the best food technologist. This is a 7,000 years. I have actually narrated this story on the YouTube also. You can find out. He has talked about 22 spices in his cookbook. That was the science in that time. And India is the only country, and because of Indian subcontinents, we are using the spices. Today, when you see the map of the entire world, wherever there is no spices kind of consumption, you are seeing a lot of death of the corona. India might be one of the reasons we consume a lot of spices, our immunity is good. What are those spices? Mustard seed, cumin seed, turmeric powder, coriander, garam masala, amchur, lime and red chili powder. We also eat a lot of masala through pickle, and this is very unique to the India. And this is one of the immunity booster for the India. So now, as a student, you can work on your research in one of the spices, property of the nutraceutical, value addition, anything related to that, it will have a good scope. A huge guideline which has been released by PMO on the COVID and basically to increase the immunity. They talked about various products including tulsi, including dalchini, including kalimiri, including coconut oil, virgin coconut oil, spices, haldi, dhania. It will have huge scope in future. Already in the market, a lot of these products are stock out. So naturally, Corona is not going to go. The fear, it will continue. So all these products will continue to be on the top of the market. Virgin coconut oil, a lot of studies has been conducted on the Philippines by Asia Pacific Coconut Community, and they found that it is working against this kind of viral infection. And yes, medium chain triglycerides works effectively against any kind of viral infection. And coconut oil 65% is MCT. If you put 2 drops of coconut oil in your nostrils, you are away from all kind of infection. It is a wonderful product. In India, if you take the map of the India, see where are the lighter green zone and amber zone. Most of the areas are the areas where spices and coconut consumption is high. Take the from the coastal area, starting from the top up to the Kerala. Most of the coastal areas are in the green zone today because of good consumption of herbs, spices, and coconut. There is a study in US. The population is 32 crore, and Alzheimer disease, Parkinson disease, dementia patients are very high. There are close to 2% population of the Americans are suffering in one of the diseases under dementia, which is related to neurological disorder. And India, we have India, the total population is 130 crore and only 0.3% people are suffering from this. One of the reason is because of the spice box, which you eat haldi. Turmeric is going to be a very, very savior for the mankind, and I see particularly the turmeric growth will be very high. But this new normal will not be the new normal. You have to change yourself. You have to change new innovation techniques, digitalization, more mechanization, artificial intelligence, big data, machine learning, core strength increasing, third party packaging, manufacturing and marketing. In cricket, like if you are a batsman, you will play a bat. If you are a bowler, you will continue to be bowling. Improve your strength rather than working only on your weaknesses. So in food also you will see the people who are good at they will continue to be manufacturing. You are good in marketing, you spend your marketing rather than doing everything your own. These are the few slides I will skip just to show you that China's loss will be the opportunity for India for export. So in coming days, you will see a lot of exports are happening in a good phase, good number from India. Today, industry is suffering. Labor problem, distribution problem, transportation problem. But this will go because ministry, government, Ministry of Home, FSSAI, Legal Metrology, Ayush, Ministry of Industries are working and supporting the industry. First time this kind of trust building has happened and very good cohesive work is happening. So friends, if you want to be interested in the startup, please go into the website of DIPP. Post-COVID, you will get a lot of startup opportunities. After end of this training program, you will get some ideas. Those who want to do the startup, you can actually join. And NIFTEM students, I appeal to you, better if you also do the startup along with the job, or you can actually jump into the startup and you can take a risk and join the startup. Overall, only 8% startups are in the actually area of agricultural and food and beverage. Post-COVID, again, I see that this 8% will go up to 15%. If you are having an idea, implement it rather than having only idea and then not using it. So potential energy has to convert into the kinetic energy, otherwise there is no use of the idea. Don't sit with the idea, because if you have an idea, the same idea somebody can also get, and it is better to explore. In coming days, COVID days, online sale, digital marketing, modern trade, export potential, home delivery, home cooked food, rural market is going to be a big change event. Friends, in Food processing, as I told you, most of the companies spend 1% or 1.2%, 1.5% on the R&D, research and development. Post-COVID, R&D spend will increase at least by double. So those who are interested in the job market, I will see that most of the jobs will keep in the R&D area. And R&D area requires a good qualification. So highest qualification is a PhD, MTech. So please focus on your qualification, enhance your skill, enhance your qualification, because R&D is going to be the big area in the food industry. There are two kinds of R&D. One is the consumer backward and technology forward. So the technology forward means you come out with the technology which you place into the market, like Tetra Pak, dosa batter, masala oats, which Marico has launched 10 years back. Packaged dahi. These are the technologies which we produce the product out of it and place into the market. Then there are the consumer backward ideas, like consumer has demanded something and industry has supplied that. Maybe a high technology or may not be high technology, but it is a need is coming from consumer. 80% market is from that kind of thing, 20% is from the product forward or technology forward. Friends, health will be the new mantra, health will be the new normal. Jaan hai to jahan hai. Corona has taught us your health is important. Naturally, the nutraceutical will have huge importance. People will spend a lot of money on the healthy habits, healthy foods, no medicine. People will not go towards medicine. People want to be in the nutraceutical zone, Ayush zone, Ayurveda zone, healthy zone. And that's why the nutraceutical will increase. Like health supplement, nutraceutical, FSDU, FSMP, specialty food, novel food, and prebiotic and probiotic. But industry, which kind of industry will sustain? If you are a startup, if you want to start something, good financial control, R&D focus. R&D means not necessary you need to have a research and development lab. You will require to have R&D mindset, strong consumer understanding, early movers, early adopters, playing on the strength, working on the core. Innovation, innovation, and innovation. If you are a student, this is very important slide for you. Do not worry about your future. Future is bright. Because any industry which is now flourishing is a food industry, and you are part of that industry. So you should not be worried about future. These 2-3 months are going to be a troublesome, and it is not our mistake. The entire world is going through that. Let's not be worried about what will happen to me. I have taken the admission in this college, and whether they are going to open or not going to open, don't worry. You are not the sufferer alone. The entire world is with you. R&D job opportunity will increase. Overall, the food technology jobs will open up, but not now, after 3 to 6 months. Control on your expenses. Don't take a lot of loans on you for the outside studies. Hold your expenses. Don't indulge in higher expenses. Do not wait for higher packages, because this year, unfortunately, is a very odd year. After so many years, this kind of year has hit. So do not have that kind of mindset. I will only join if I get this package. You can desire that, but you may not get this year. Don't worry. Get into the skill rather than the package. Play on your strength. Help others. Sharpen your skills. Startup is a good option. You can think about it. If you are going into the R&D, improve your educational skill and make it more confident, knowledgeable, your ability. Innovation is going through the big time heat in the particularly food. I also see academia and research institutes with the industry collaboration is going to increase. So if you are from the academician, if you are a professor, most of the funded project will come to you. because industry will do not have any other option but to come to you for the research, because they don't want to expense more and increase their own capital cost. Friends, if you are doing in your want to do some startup, there are some habits which you need to actually increase. Tomorrow, who will be successful? The person who sees the future, who has a dream, person who can innovate, who believes that I can innovate, a person who can create the new product, a person who can create a new process, a person who can create a new delivery system, a person who can create a new market, and a person who is ready to take a risk. But a person who is a blame gamer, all the time he will blame others. All this is happening because of others. I am not responsible. Please stop this kind of friends or this kind of attitude. Self-marketer, all the time they will keep telling, I have done this in the past. Past is past, what you are doing today is important. Poor management, low work ethics. Like, they lie to people that I have done this and actually they have not done it. So low work ethics. Inefficient. Skill, there is no compromise. You have to improve the skills. Failure to plan and prepare. Poor money managers. These are the skills, these are the unsuccessful entrepreneurs, and same way for the students, you need to know what you should adopt the good skills and what are the skills which you should be staying away. Food Safety and Standard Authority of India, already there are a lot of job opportunities and most of your colleagues and your friends must have joined the FSSAI, given the examination also. That also is going to be a new actually opportunity, BIS, EGMAR, Consumer Ministry and the Food Safety. So way forward, my friends, increase your risk-taking ability, stay positive, and success is not about destination. Many people talk to me, sir, I want to go for this particular college, I want to go abroad, I want to take up the job. After that, what happened? Nothing. You need to take a risk as per your ability and enjoy the journey rather than reaching out to the destination. My friends, life is not for 1 year or 2 years. Your life is for next 60 years. So do not worry about what will happen today. My friend got a job. He is getting placed. What will happen to me? Success is not about a destination. Success is enjoying life every moment. Take the risk and have a stability of mind. Have a positive participation with your friends. No need of unnecessary competing with each other. Stay united. You as a fraternity, I appeal to you. Are you become a member of AFST? Please join the AFST. That is the forum which all the food technology should join and help each other. Indian people are very good at the jugaad and innovation. So students, whenever you are doing anything, don't do copypaste.com. Do some kind of innovation, whatever the small innovation, but have your new idea.
Yes, sir, got it.
Now you are at home, you are not getting into the exam mode. Now what you do? Increase your skill, innovate, create something new, start writing articles, start writing blogs if you are good at that. Do something what you are good at that. Spend 3 to 4 hours on what you are good at that. Spend 1 hour what you are not good at that. Improve that skills. But minimum, students, I do my appeal. You should be spending 8 hours a day for constructive work. Not sleeping, not watching the mobile, and not doing the time pass by sending the forwards and looking at the movies on the internet. It's okay. Rather, this is a good time that sharpen your skill, innovate something, identify, talk to yourself. You will find a new personality. Talk to your family members. They also can become a good friend to you. Improve your relations. This is a good time. All food technologists, you have a good hope for tomorrow. COVID will come, COVID will go. we are going to stay and life is not going to stop. But food processing industry is having a sharp and very focused tomorrow, very prosperous tomorrow. To conclude, India got a good agricultural output, so the food processing has a good scope, and investment in the food processing will directly proportional to the job market. 1 crore investment in food processing generate 10 jobs. 1 crore investment in the food processing, none other than food processing, create only one job. Government will not have any other option but to encourage the food processing because they want to give the jobs. So do not worry about the job market, whether what will happen to me. Do not worry about that. Health wellness is the new normal. India has a good domestic demand. 130 crore into 3 times a meal. 400 crore meals a day is a big demand. I was talking to one of my friend in New Zealand. The entire New Zealand country population is 80 lakhs. My Mumbai is 1.2, 1.5 CR. Every year, our population get added by 1 crore. That is our strength. We add one New Zealand every year into the India. So for the eating, we have used scope in domestically only. Not to worry. Export potential, good potential. So as a student, you need to improve the skills. You need to go into the traditional way. Do some basic research if you are interested. Improve your skills and do not shy away by doing any job. Do not have that kind of whims and fancy. I want to join only this company. Don't worry. Start is start. But what happened next is in your hand. Thank you. We have 15 minutes in our hand. We will go for question answer. And please introduce yourself and ask the question. Thank you. You can note down my number. You can send me the email or WhatsApp. I will send you the copy of this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your views with us, sir. We have a few questions in the chat box. I'll quickly read them for you. Sir, do you see any changes in the regulatory aspects of food industry post COVID-19? How will it affect food industry if more stringent standards are brought in?
See, I don't see big regulation changes in the food industry which our India will not able to adopt. But whatever the changes which will happen to the food processing industry, it is good that more educated people will come into the food industry and unorganized sector will normally train into the organized sector. So this is a good. More regulation, good for the food industry, organized sector. You understood what I'm saying? It is good. It should happen.
Sir, we have another question. In Western world, people are going away from some of the high-fat processed animal foods, maybe carcinogenic in nature. What should be our approach?
Okay, there are the guidelines coming from WHO and also Indian Health Ministry that animal fat is not responsible for COVID or any kind of things, but eat right, eat in optimum quantity is very important, whether it's animal or normal. Now, I am also seeing this kind of trends. People will leave eating the non-veg or people will consume less non-veg. But India is anyway on the less in non-veg and there will be some kind of new food habits which will come. So the vegetable protein, mock meat and lab-based meat will have a good scope in coming days. So yes, I agree with you. This is going to happen. But don't worry, our population is huge. Somebody will stop eating, somebody will start eating. So there will not be any impact as such. But yes, the new concept, new food will get introduced.
Sir, another question. I want to ask which sector may be most flourishing after COVID-19, example bakery, dairy, etc.
I told you it is not about vertical sector, which sector, but today the bakery is flourishing. Bakery is flourishing like anything. Bread, biscuit, all the bakery items. is flourishing because that is the normal staple food today. So dairy is also flourishing. Go to the shop, you ask what you are selling. They are selling bakery items, they are selling dairy items. All kind of foods are being sold. So all the sector is going to flourish except which are unhealthy kind of things will not flourish. Any health quotient getting added into the product, naturally that product will go. Immunity, mental health will be the new sector. Organic will be the new sector and natural will be the new sector.
Definitely, sir. Sir, on which startup should we focus as student after COVID-19 that don't fall in high risk or large investment?
It all depends on the market. I only will say do not fall into the prey of that particular. There is no such formula of success. Which area you are catering. So I will give the example. Yesterday only I was actually giving the presentation to the all IS officers of Maharashtra, those who are working in agriculture. They also asked me the same question. I said there is no such formula of this is successful here and that will be successful in Delhi. One lady in Thane, I'm from Thane, she is making good money in the by selling papad because she found the good recipe of the papad and she's selling papad and she got a good clientele. But that may not be successful in Delhi or pickle may be successful in Delhi. So you need to find out the mapping of the consumer habits and then how you supply to them. And don't take the consumer granted. Consumer wants a good quality, good hygienic product and good product.
Sir, how does this COVID-19 crisis change the opportunities for higher studies, that is PhD, in countries like New Zealand and Australia?
I think you will get surprised to my answer. The higher studies abroad will be cheaper now. People will not have money. All the universities will give the good package, good schemes to attract the students because their economy they want to retrieve. Most of the people are coming back to India and their economy, most of the universities are located abroad and every year more than 50,000 to students are going only in US and students are going to other universities and they are spending a lot of money. Per year, if you consider 10 lakhs rupees into 1.5 lakhs, so it comes to a good amount of money. And post-COVID, I personally see a lot of schemes will come to you. People will ask you to join. Those who are having a money, definitely you will be on the upper edge. So you just wait. Don't get into the prey of like somebody will offer you, come and join and this is the money. But wait and negotiate and choose the university properly. Do not go into the actually the universities which are not good. See the placement statistics of earlier and go for the because invest your one pie effectively and innovatively. Do not go into the just for joining abroad.
Yeah, Dr. Prabodh, good evening. Ashutosh Upadhyay. To supplement.
प्रणाम सर प्रणाम हमारे दोस्त चेहरा तो दिखा दियो सर आशुतोष जी dear friend of mine. We are so happy sir. Thank you Ashutosh ji.
Sir, just to supplement your answer, what are many of the universities, even good universities like in Canada particularly, they have offered a COVID-based scholarship support to the students.
Very good.
So that's the one point, and you correctly mentioned that student can negotiate better. Only thing they themselves should not be fearful and that kind of trend because could be some delay in the visa, there could be delay in semesters. Those things are likely to take place. But certainly it's a good time to negotiate those who could not do well in terms of GRE or slightly lesser in the score, they can also have an opportunity. So that's the key.
Sir, I have a suggestion for the student here. All the students. How many are joined, I don't know. I have a mantra on this because I am also father of my daughter. She is in the 12th. Students, you need to learn one thing. And Ashutosh ji, me, we all are from the same time zone, 45 plus. You need to have a little patience, my dear friends. Everything is not in your hand. There is a Latin word called Amar Fati. So, the story goes like that. Edison has lost his R&D lab at the age of 67, what got burned. His son came to him saying that, "Father, your lab is burning." And he lost 10 million US dollar lab. Edison's reaction was nothing. He completed his dinner. Then he talked to his wife, "Honey, you know what has happened? God has given me opportunity. All my mistakes, all my R&D books which I have done mistake, I only know, has been burnt. I can start afresh." So guys, don't worry. Life is not going to be so easy. Something is going to go happen positive. Take a long breath, close your eyes and get relaxed. Don't worry. You are intelligent, but you need to have a patience. Everything will happen good. Don't become hyper. So what Ashutosh sir is saying, right thing, take break, take little bit off, and don't ever disrespect your father, mother and your teacher. I pray a God that you will do well, but with respect to your father, with respect to your mother and with your guru, do not disrespect them. This is my humble request, because their Ashirvada will really help you. And today, immunity, positive thoughts is directly correlated with the immunity. So do not go into the negative thoughts, because it will reduce the immunity, and have some blessings from your all the well-wishers that will improve your luck. I am firm believer of karma, but with karma you require a good kind of support from the elders. 3 elders, your father, mother and guru. I have completed my BTech in 1994. I am telling you, I always respect all my gurus, and I think it is not I am saying something, but that is the way you have to nurture your relation with your professor. Please respect them, understand them and take their guidance, and finally do what you want, but they will only bless you. Thank you. Thank you, Ashutosh, for joining.
Thank you for connecting the students and guiding them.
Thank you for your motivating words, sir. We have a bunch of questions. Please answer them. What are your views on plant-based foods?
Sorry?
Sir, what are your views on plant-based foods?
I told you that plant-based and plant-based protein is going to increase. So definitely it is going to be the big actually opportunity for the growth.
Sir, I want to ask, dehydrated fruits and vegetables are in demand and in India or outside India. Please say something about this.
Okay, dehydrated fruits and vegetables are so far limited in demand in India for 2 reasons. Because we get a fresh fruits vegetable. When you get a fresh fruit vegetable, why you will have a demand for the dehydrated one? Because nobody is ready to eat something dehydrated and then rehydrated. And in dehydration, the color also gets changed. So the new method of drying, like cryogenic or freeze drying, those will retain the color and nutrition.
Yes.
Simple dehydration is effective only in few products. So advanced food processing methods which are coming now, which will not disturb the nutrition. So the dehydration is a very basic technology, will work. There is a demand in few aspects like resins. Basic grapes to resins. With the dehydration technique, we are acceptable the color of that. But in India, since our India has lot of raw fruit vegetable, we do not like to get consumed the packaged dehydrated product. So it will not change, it will increase with 10-20% growth, but it will not change like what abroad, because they don't get anything. Then you have to be dependent on dehydrated products only. So that is the way India is so blessed to have a fresh fruits. So dehydrated will not have that kind of scope in future also, but yes, same time, novel techniques like freeze drying, cryogenic, and also the different drying methods will definitely add on value. Ashutosh ji, if you want to add anything in this. Next.
Sir, will artificial intelligence and automation come in food industry?
Yeah, my slide, if you see the trends which I showed, artificial intelligence, big data theory, machine learning will be the new normal. People have asked me, artificial intelligence will kill a lot of jobs. Yes, but the new job will get generated. So you need to be intelligent than the machine. Then only you will get recruited. If your intelligence is less than the machine, machine will control you. I hope what I am saying you understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because
Sir, we have a
copy
message
paste.
from Dr. Neeraj. He's saying
Yeah.
that your session is very motivating and knowledge rich, and best regards from him.
Thank you. All my colleague in NIFTEM, I'm not able to see my professor team. If they are there, mera namaskar. Stay safe, stay inside, and take care.
Thank you, sir. Sir, can you please explain about AFSTI?
AFSTI is Association of Food Scientists and Technologists, founded in 1957 at CFTRI Mysuru, and NIFTEM also has a chapter, and in the NIFTEM there is a complete team working for it, and I give homework to you. Please find out who is the president of NIFTEM chapter. Go to the website. You must be spending a lot of time on the Facebook, LinkedIn or Instagram. Also spend 20 seconds on AFST website and learn more and share more. And just to tell you, I am the former president of AFST India. I was one of the youngest president in the history of AFST. In 2018, I was there when the IFCON has happened. So it is the nodal and professional body of food technologies. And we preserve and we work for our own issues as a food technologist, which we will be facing in the future.
Yes, sir. We'll surely be searching about that.
Great.
Sir, there is another question. What is the best option for final year students? No placement will happen by the time our college is completed. How should we approach for off-campus placements?
Okay, off-campus placement, if you are interested in the placement, you have to connect with the industry, your own, through your contacts, naturally. I would say that before you get placed, start connecting for some kind of training, internship, your own. Industry will require a lot of manpower now in the COVID kind of situation. Find out from your common friends where the need is, support them. I know professionally they will not able to pay you what actually for your example, if your salary should be X rupees, they will not able to pay X rupees, but join as a support. You need not to spend 7 days a week. Apply your mind, support them, understand the difficulties and learn something with them. Do not make a gap of your career. Whenever you go to your hometown, wherever you stay, find out what is your need of the knowledge and join that. If you are interested in academia, find out a professor who requires some support. Join that professor as a support, as a research fellow, whatever. Improve your skill. Even if you want to give the GATE exam, start preparing for the next session, but do not waste your time by saying that I am not getting a job. That's why I'm going here and there. No. Improve your skill, join the business, join any company as a trainee, as a support, as a consultant or a full-time. Do not worry about money as a package, which I told you. This year is a very unique year.
Yes, sir. Sir, is nutraceutical sector going to be increasing post-COVID?
I think those who have seen my presentation, I told nutraceutical is going to increase. Definitely is going to increase because nutraceutical is a healthcare sector. Pharmaceutical is a sick care sector. So nutraceutical is going to be increasing.
Sir, is it safer to rely on e-platforms for the food in
Sorry?
this current or coming situation?
Sorry?
Is it safer to rely on e-platforms for the foods, particularly in this current or coming situation?
Okay, guys, food is not supposed to be getting carrier for the COVID or any of the viruses. If you are not eating the food directly, you are going to increase, you are going to cook it again. So naturally, it is not something which is unsafe. So do not worry. Go for the good brand, go for the good carrier. There is no problem.
I think that are all the questions that we have for today. Most of the questions were similar, so I mostly covered the questions. I would like to conclude this session by thanking Dr. Prabodh for all the insights on the topic and information on the new trends that he has given us. Thank you, sir. I'm sure it would prove to be really helpful for us, especially the students working on their own startup and those who are indulged in researching. I would like to thank Dr. Ashutosh, Dr. Neeraj, PK Nema sir, and all other faculties that were present for the session. Also, a big thanks to the audience for being so curious and patient throughout the session. Thanks to everyone. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Stay safe, stay inside, and help your elders in the family, in the society. Thank you.